I know the mess in your home may be driving you crazy. Maybe the kids are not picking up after themselves, or you have to keep nagging them, maybe bribe them with some treats or more device time, or go the opposite and using threats. If you don't clean up, then I will throw away your toys. If a lot of the day is spent on yelling at them, telling them what to do, and then getting upset with them for not doing it. And what happens over time is that both the parent and the child want control, and you end up having these conflicts, meltdowns, feelings of anger, hurt, resentment. That's not what your relationship is about, right? With our children, it's about love, it's about connection, trust, respect. It's all the things that you really want to instill in your kids. But when you can't find your soccer gears or Lego that goes missing or you step on them, all of that becomes distraction. All of that becomes getting in the way of you having a great relationship with your kids. There's one thing before you do any organizing, decluttering, that you need to begin the process of connecting with your children. I just call it connection time. There's been a lot of research that shows that children really need 15 to 20 minutes of quality one-on-one time for them to feel seen and heard and feel connected to you. You're filling their attention bucket because a lot of times, even if throughout the day you may be playing together, but you're distracted, you're on your phone, thinking about what to make for dinner. When we set aside that very special time with them, they know the difference. And it means so much more to them. I'll tell you a story what happened with me and my son. When he was 5 years old, I used to get very upset about having to repeat myself, feeling like no one respects the work that I'm doing around the home, and the kids are making a lot of mess. All the buildup and all the resentment and anger and feeling sorry for myself and feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, I turned to yelling at my kids. It's how I was brought up. So under stress, your brain just goes to the same parenting script that you experience yourself. It's the easiest to access that when you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed. So what happened was my son started to yell back. Of course, this is what I'm modeling. So he's yelling back at me. He slams the door and he's telling me that I'm the worst mom ever, that he hates me. And what happened was I realized that I know it didn't feel good for me and I know it didn't feel good for him. But how can we stop this cycle of causing each other pain? And over a pile of dirty laundry or toys left on the floor. And so once I recognized that this cycle had to stop, the opposite of that disconnect is to work on building connection. Then I started to implement connection time. And not only that we feel so connected, what that has changed is when it comes to organizing our home and him taking responsibilities for his things. Because think about it. If I was at a job and my boss is someone that I don't really like very much or who speaks to me in a tone that's not very polite, and someone who I don't feel close to, anything that this person tells me, I will reject because that's our natural instinct. We want our autonomy. It's hard for us to listen to someone coming at us and giving us order to do things. When we want children to participate, we want children to find that motivation from within. It's so important that they feel like we're part of the same team, right? Because back when I was yelling at him and demanding things to get done, threatening him if he doesn't do it the way I want it or at the time that I expect him to get it done. It's me against him. There's that phrase people say, choose your battles. Parenting and your relationship with your children shouldn't be a battle. Whatever the situation may be, if I win and I get my way and they don't, and he or she loses, then that means I lost too. Because why would I want to put that on my child? And vice versa. If the child gets their way, they decide, no, I'm not doing it, they slam the door, and I feel, okay, fine, I'll just do it myself, and I feel like I've lost this battle. That's not a great relationship where you're always feeling, okay, I'll just take it. My child will never listen to me. The purpose of the connection time is so that the child feels seen and heard. And everyone wants that. I want that too. And when we feel seen and heard, then we're much more willing to be a team player because I know that you care about me, I care about you, and we can have open communication, we can problem solve together. When a child feels secure in their relationship with you, when they feel safe in your presence, instead of being afraid they're going to be in trouble or they'll get punished, when they feel that you care about them, that their words matter, that their presence is important to you, that you're curious about their ideas and how they might treat a problem, that you value their imagination. There's so much connection that can happen when you set aside that time just to play with them. And when we play with them in a way where we allow them to take the lead during that 15, 20 minutes, where you just escape with their imagination to play whatever it is that they want, then they feel full. Then they feel like there's no tension between us. And then they're more likely to be cooperative because there's no need for them to make a lot of loud noise or do something to try to get your attention. They know they've got it. They know you've set aside time for them. Because a lot of times when children need attention, they will get it in whichever way works. And if that means getting themselves into trouble and you end up yelling, getting angry with them, that is one form of attention. It's better than no attention at all. It's better than being ignored and no interaction and no curiosity of what they're doing or not showing that you want to be around them. When we do the connection time, it makes the energy between you and your child so much more calm and the cooperation happens naturally. And I gotta tell you, my two children, my two boys, we're not using chore charts. I just ask them, hey, can you take the trash out? And it just happens. There's no stress around taking care of a home because we all just are getting along so well that it's not a big deal for them to stop playing for a few minutes or help me out with a project. The dynamic is different. There is no power struggle. There is no need to have a tantrum to get their way because through the connection time, we're communicating, we're showing respect for each other, we're valuing each other's company, and they feel so special and so loved. You've got to slow down. You have to first work on your relationship so that it becomes a very calm energy that you want to be around each other. There's no tension with each other. And then the cleanup will happen much more naturally and easier. There's no need to fight. There's no need for yelling. You learn to communicate and you learn to cooperate once you feel the connection.